you're all well. I hope you've had a nice week so far. We're going to continue our Vocab Poor story. Just going to recap chapter 2, look at some vocabulary in the book today, find some activities, finding some adjectives in the text. I'm going to answer some questions about what happened in the text and a little bit of a research for you to go away and do. So, Mrs. Gadd read chapter 2 last week. It's about Varjak and the family, what he'd seen. The gentleman who seemed quite kind and nice, giving them presents for the mice, little mouse, and the food, the caviar, the lovely food. Right at the end, the elder poor called a family council, so a little meeting, gather to talk about what's going on. So we've got a couple of bits of vocabulary in here. Intently, staring intently look, an adverb, so staring with intent, really focused, listening really carefully. This cat's looking intently at something, probably a little mouse. Hubbub, lots of noise, maybe a bit of confusion, lots of things happening, lots of people talking. Okay, noise, hubbub. So there's some words in our text today. Oh, let's go back. So, chapter 3. Family council is now in session, declared the elder poor above the hubbub in the front room. Mother, father and Aunt Junie were whispering to one another, huddled together on a rug so old it had lost its pattern and had faded away. Julius and Jasmine were sitting behind them, nodding seriously, as if they were grown-ups too. Jay, Jethro and Jerome were fighting over the toy mouse, trying to push each other into the flames of the antique fireplace. At the elder poor's words, they all settled down. Varjak was sitting quietly on his own at the back, but his mind was burning. This was his first family council. From the Contessa's red velvet armchair where he stood, the elder poor began to speak. The family tales tell us when our ancestor, Jalal, came out from Mesopotamia, he wandered the earth for many years before finding a home with the Contessa. Generations of Poors have lived in this house since Jalal's time, but those days may be coming to an end. I believe the Contessa is dead. The older cats gasped. They shot strange looks at one another and shook their heads. A log crackled loudly in the fireplace. The elder poor waited until it was quiet again to continue. She has seldom left her room of late, only to feed us and tend the fire. Our youngest litter, Varjak, Jay, Jethro and Jerome, have hardly seen her. They barely even know what she looks like. She would only let that happen if she was ill, very ill. And now this gentleman. What we saw today confirms my fears. The Contessa is gone. Yes, she's probably gone somewhere, said Father. I'm sure she'll be back, and in the meantime, her gentleman friend is looking after us. He's not her friend, said the elder poor. I remember him. He came to this house years ago, before any of you were born. He and the Contessa had a terrible argument. He wanted to take us away, but she wouldn't let him. She threw him out in the end, shouting and screaming. It was silent for a moment. Varjak saw Father's eyes glint green in the dark. There was no light in the room but the crackling, flickering fire. This is absurd, said Aunt Junie. She licked her plump paws confidently. We're pure-bred Mesopotamian blues, the noblest of cats. Nothing bad can happen to us. Oh, it's silly to alarm the kittens like this, tutted Mother. They're too young and impressionable to understand anything so serious. They'll go and have nightmares now. You see if they don't. That's right. Father arched his back and stood up. I don't understand the problem. The gentleman is feeding us better than the Contessa ever did. But why is he being so nice to us? Said the elder poor. Fancy food, presents. It's too good to be true. And what about those black cats who gave Varjak a scare? We all know about Varjak and his tales, declared Father. No, I see nothing to worry about. I don't believe in those cats. I don't believe the Contessa is dead, and I don't believe this is the same gentleman the elder poor remembers. He must be getting confused in his old age. There was a murmur of agreement around the room. Father Jack couldn't stop himself. He had to speak. I saw the men carrying something away, he said. It could have been the Contessa's body. Father Jack, hissed his mother. That's really too revolting. She turned to the elder Paul. You see what you've done? But it's true, said Father Jack. And so are the cats. They're... Shut up, you stupid little insect, snarled Julius. We're the only cats in the Contessa's house, and this is a grown-up business, not kitten make-believe. Everyone started to shout at once. The flame roared louder and higher in the fireplace. Listen to me, demanded the elder Paul, struggling to regain control. We need to make a plan. If things change in this house, we will have to go outside. Elder Paul, cried Mother. What can you be thinking of? Everyone knows the world outside is full of monsters. At least we're safe here from dogs. But we don't know what dogs are, said the elder Paul. This house is the only world we know. This is the house is the only world we need, said Aunt Junie. The Contessa is fine. Everything will go on as before. Listen to me, pleaded the elder Paul. He stepped down off the armchair and into the middle of the room. Father squared up to him. No, you listen to me for a change. His fur bristled. Maybe it's time for someone else to make the decisions in this family. Room was completely still now, except for the raging fire. Shocked at what he was seeing, but unable to look away, Father Jack watched the two of them intently. Everyone did. Father began to circle the elder Paul, wordless and menacingly. He bared his teeth. He looked twice as big, twice as fierce as normal. His shadow danced across the elder Paul's body in the firelight. He hissed and strode forwards. The elder Paul backed away. Suddenly he looked tired and old, very old, like the threadbare rug on which he stood. I'm just saying, I think we should, That's enough, blazed Father. This council is over. He turned to face the family. Let's go. There was a rumble of support around the room. Father Jack's throat felt dry. He couldn't believe how fast it had happened. One moment the elder Paul was in charge. The next, it was all over. Purebred Mesopotamian blues, croaked the elder Paul. The family of Jalal. Is this what we've sunk to? The council, spat Father, is over. There we go. So, lots to talk about there. So we're going to move on. Ooh, wrong way. So what I would like you to do now is pause the video. Hopefully you can see all of that. I'd like you to, see if I can hold it up a little bit. Pause the video and I would like you to find and copy the adjectives in the text. Okay, so here's the first page. Pause the video and write them down. See what describing words you've got. Okay, when you've got those ones, and some more. So pause the video and find and copy the adjectives. Okay, here are the adjectives I highlighted today. Whoops, sorry everybody. So if you pause the video again and check you've got the same adjectives as me. Okay. So they're describing, too young and impressionable, the children are being described, the food is being described, the cats are being described. Well done if you got those. So pause the video. If you've got someone with you, hopefully you can just answer these questions with them. Why doesn't Father, Mother and Aunt Junie want to believe the elder Paul? And why did Father Paul square up to the elder Paul? Pause the video, have a chat. And something if you want to go away and do, if you've got time, this is quite a new word, Mesopotamian. Blue cats, you might not have heard of that before. So maybe you can go and find out where Mesopotamian blue cats originate from, where they come from. And what do they look like? See if you can find some pictures online, find out about them if you'd like to. Thank you for today. Thank you for joining in. I hope that was all right, and you look forward to the next chapter soon. I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves. Take care. Bye, everybody.